So we're gonna try something different here. We're experimenting with filing. Usually I don't use these gauges, but on this Vanguard chain here, I actually did today. The Husqvarna progressive file gauge, which is what this is, works for these Vanguard chains. But hey, just a little insert there. I wanted you guys to see that. We're gonna do a little test cut too. All right, guys, this is about 13, 14 inch pecan, dried too, very hard. Just put a file on this thing, 20 inch bar. Put some mini stupid dogs on this thing. Need to tune it up, but let's see how this thing cuts through this hardwood. I am impressed by that. I am. Look at the shavings. Look at that. Look at this wood. This is hard wood. You can tell how dry it is. That's a 40cc chainsaw. Yeah, it was a slow cut, but I also wouldn't use that chainsaw for big wood. I just wouldn't. But let's compare that to a 92cc chainsaw real quick, just to give you an example of what porting a small chainsaw will do. All right, let's do a 92. That's the STIHL Clone 660, 92 cc's, and that saw right there is not a fresh file, but it's a skip tooth chain. So, you know, that thing's able to wind right up there. Now let's do the saw that I think is gonna probably cut through it the easiest. The 50cc Husky, all right? Round chain, okay? Both of those were square chain. Let's try this. Aftermarket 22-inch bar. It came with a 20-inch bar. This is a full house chain, round file, round chain as well. Aftermarket felling dogs. 50cc. That's why I use Husky. That's why I use Husky. It's not ported, it just has a muffler mod. Okay, we put the hole in this muffler down here in the corner because the port is right in the middle and we don't want it shooting straight out. We want it coming, you know, bouncing around a little bit. There's also a tiny hole right here and then the manufacturer's hole right there. But I mean, this chain's not even really that sharp. Yes, I filed it, but I mean, 22 inches, they say 20 inches is the max for this saw. I laid right on the dogs, you saw, you know, and that's not small wood. I got a size 15 shoe, look, you know. I mean, it's small, but, you know, for the saw, really hard, you know, pecan, it's tough wood. So, yeah, and I have filed all these saws the same way you just saw me do it right there, just without the gauge. I'll go, you know, with a bigger file than they recommend, and then I'll go in there and get the side plate, you know, squeak it up a little bit. Nothing lightning fast, you know. If the wood was alive, it'd cut much faster. If it was softer wood, it would cut much faster. But experiment with your filing, guys. I mean, it all depends on what saw you're running, what chain, what type of wood you're in. I've taken, you know, pointers from Buckin, from August, from, you know, everybody on YouTube. So just find out what works for you and your cutting style and your wood. But yeah, I would say time-wise, probably, obviously the 92cc. It doesn't matter if that chain's dull or not. It's probably going to cut faster than anything under 50 cc's. But the Poulan, if that was a skip tooth chain, I think it probably would have kept right up with the Husky. But full house chain, non-ported, I think the Husky, you know, gives it a run for its money. Yeah, Husky all the way, guys. All right.